7:30 kan tanang 7:30 che kan tanang tikan chat box khanin in mingin ron daanga comment section comment khana ni maya comment na khanin mingin ron daanga chuanin ka du huna nakina roll call khakan nei don ani chu hezena youtube patangin kal kantum chinanga temin signal hello deva zoom ai chuanin kan kal tlong thei turanga ya amero chu arem chang lo a fel lo zel ni chuanin a system kan thak lenga chu tiang chon kalpi kan tum chin do ni te chuan 7:30 che ton kan tumang te chuan a link khakaron da hello official group information group le menlowa school group karon da chu har satna in nei chuan in tikhanin comment khan in ron da zel me doni
Nala pa bula hang tanzir tingem
somle pasari in oma comment sa khan som pakua hello in ming comment section khan in ming in lo select on in ming achan chu nang mani account anga kha atifang fang kha ming no nang mani ming khan lo je ka tong in fe them ka tong fe thei in fe thei lo chuan lo en lo lok te fe thei lo ti khan lo type te in fe thei point ka fe thei ti khan lo type ula in ming in lo type anga ka tong in fe thei chuan sar ka fe thei ti khan lo type te in fe thei alom ame talk fe thei ka chu talk to ro se chuan in minga kha in lo da zelanga te kha in lo etena khan chuan nakina minglam hun tura kha engtika nga ti ka soilok mai don lewa online in class kan kala in field ranga tana ka du chu thanem ngai lo ka ra hin maya zeti tu chu kanin bum abum vek theya tuna po hianin zoom kan kal po in ngai tha phum fe lo po kana om mai theya tin YouTube mangpon kalila chu tiang tho chu ni a chu wang chuan angai tha pe kha in ni hlo kha ni maya class kalve attendance atling ang dewalang ma se an hlok na po chuak chuang lo kha ve the ni o le kan tan mai kan se ti chuan e YouTube pa kati na chan kong kha hi om le a a that na a feedback kan endona a chan chu YouTube pa kan ti chuan ti hian na kina tuna ka subject so ye hi in la en le thei don ani enga mo sarina a so ye kha chulai chu ka chiang lo kan ti kha zoom a chuan ani nang ang kha na zo vek nga la ti chuan YouTube pa chuan in la en le du po in la zir le du po in la en le thei ta ni a chan chu om reng to dona chu mi awang chuan YouTube pa han ti kha a that an lai chuna khom theng ka han ringa ni hi channel ka nei sa wain ka han da the chuan chulai chu ni fe thiam ka duwa mi kan YouTube pa channel ka da hi a like le subscribe ti wa ka chu boy ngai lo khala ma kha chunin ka ru om chong lo wa engma kha school no pangin ni a the chuanin khami ka channel kha kam hang chang kai don kha ni maya le kha jirna nakin zela in lo en let the tan ada ka du wang ni o chu wang chuan khami zona khan in fe thiam po ka han be se ni kan chan do na mi som thumin lo to 7:30 ni okay everybody this night I welcome you all and all of you wishing you all the best to have a good learning environment in the vine du sakna ka lan chu a zirna environment hatak nei turin du sakna ka lan chu ni and this night we are going to study world chapter 2 the end of bipolarity in our textbook the page number is page number 17 world you can turn to page number 17 from world politics contemporary world politics page number 17 those who have a book you can turn it okay in the first here the overview we can see the importance here first of all I'm going to explain the topics the end of bipolarity I think you know the end kan ti chu kan fel mai in ka ringa atop na kan ti kha ni maya what is bipolarity enge bipolarity chu ti kha kan en le don ani okay in a simple bipolarity means a system of world order in which the majority of global economic military and cultural influence is held between two states it is in a simple English the definitions of bipolarity kan ti chu hati hun lai tong kam thar ron chuak ani a ram pahni in kara economics din hun a mason zel du na awang te le ral thuam chung changa sipai chung changa te mani culture ti mason chung changa te khatiang kong phanga thil lo piang ram pahni in kara thil lo piang kan ti kha chak jok ni du na khami cold war kan ti neng khan atum chuan angreng tho maya chumi ram panhina anin chu economics din huna mason jok military mason jok culture mason jok khami tum na kha bipolarity khami nei du na kha bipolarity chu ni tan chu okay and now we can know the topics the end of bipolarity chu atop chungchang kha kan zir don ani today we are going to study the end of bipolarity and in the year 1989 kumsa ka go somre la pakwa kan thiranga I think you will know the Berlin Wall in fueng ka ring up chu here Berlin Wall was symbolized the division between the capitalist and the communist world but in 1961 to separate East Berlin from West Berlin at the ahead you can see from the right side corner dinglam pangsira khan Berlin Wall asai fena chungchang kha in hu in karinga chu Berlin Wall a hi toiteng kan soi fi anga kumsang ka zago somre le pakwa a khan ami Berlin Wall kan ti ro pui tak mai hi alo tlu cheta ani chu me Berlin Wall atluk chiat rual hian khoiwela thil thleng pakhat lian deuh oma It is the end of Cold War. Cold War tung chang kan zira chapter 1 to Cold War kan ti hello to veng hal bogani. And also in this time there's also another impact. It is Germany was also unified. Germany hi anin siam thar le a mun khata pum khatan le bogani. And also 8 European countries that were parts of Soviet blocs replaced their communist government. Ta chuan European countries kanti Europe khumol puya ram pariat kan lian tak tak kanti ho kha ama chuan Soviet bloc anom thina chung ho po chuan andin huna kha an so son ve ta ani. In the first chapter we have studied about the two blocks of the world. One is US bloc and another is Soviet bloc. And so here in this chapter, that as I mentioned, that all were vanished. To Gibraltar, Berlin Wall was also fallen, and also the Cold War came to an end. Okay. And here another important is Soviet Union itself disintegrated, goes to another here in the page number 18, what was the Soviet system? Here this night we are going to study also what is Soviet system. And yes, Soviet system ti kha consider donani Soviet kanti kan soina sa po hi angai boka chapter 1 khan ka soina sa ikhovela indo pipan hi athenga chati lai chuan khovela hena changtu chu USA le Soviet Union ten ni kanti ta chuan indo pipan hi na azo rule khan khovela Cold War rampan hi Soviet le USA na sa takin tlan sia ka lam chang an siama chatiang chuan lam chang nei sipaya te economics te culture te ne chana kan suenga bipolarity kan ti kha tuti anga chuan in tlan siak na sa tak mai oma amaro chu kumsang khat le omle ta ni ti kha an soile le ni on. And now try to understand what is the Soviet system. Ani le enge Soviet system ti chu en leng on. Go back to the history. In the year 1917, due to Russian Revolution, USSR, as we know that Union of Soviet Socialist Republic came into being as opposed to capitalism. And this was the biggest attempt in human history to abolish the institutions of private property. And then the Soviet political system centered around the Communist Party. No other political party or oppositions was allowed. The economy was planned and controlled by the state. I think you can know that the system of Soviet Union, Soviet Union angkal pungakha kan language kan sai le porporanga English na athai chen soi ka duwa tu so hriat thiam in tumanga ka soi thina chanem ngai tin ngai thla ula polsom pakhat polsom pan hi in ni thei chin china English lecture pe ka ngai thak thiam dan le te ka tiang hearing skill te listening skill kan ti maya chung ho chu in nei a tha ka tia chu wang chu in lo kha thiam vek lo ni puin te ka tiang thei to be hriat thiam in tuma kha in mo prona ni in the year 1917 kumsang zugo som le pasaria khan Russian Revolution na athenga khovela to ti lai chuan Russian Revolution kan ti lai hian USSR kan ti kha Soviet Union of Soviet Socialist Republic tina ni me lam se ya chuan chu khovela aron theng te ka tiang chu aron uap ta khati hun lai kumsang zugo som le pasaria khan chu ta USSR ina a system chu ram kal phung ne chu capitalism hi adu lo bani ta chuan capitalism hi enge ti kha chen khata chun question to omle dona kha kan hriat kha anga ya politics a chuan world politics a chuan capitalism oma socialism oma dikan democracy oma che khang oma ni ta chuan tun lai khovela kan khiat lar tur chu capitalism ti le socialism ti hi ni mai ni the chuan capitalism kan ti chuan ram in rel bol na economics din huna te mi hausa te intel home ten emo ami mal ang in ani emo chung te chuan factory te industry te lian tak khatinga khanin an siama chumin huaya chuanin kun thok tu ten ha thokin ma an la thin ta chu chuan rampo ati masona rampo thangna sa USA a kan an system man ber chu capitalism kan ti hiani ti lai kha toy ten capitalism kan sei fele mai don ani o chu chuan hati hun la ya hian USSR kan ti a hian capitalism du lo na alien ema USA a chuan capitalism kha ankal pui mup mupani chuan USSR a chuan capitalism du lo na alien na kan soi ta kan khan ta chuan communism kan ti a hi communism kan ti until ngai poi mo le an kalpui tum dang kha ni a chuan Soviet ina an political system an man per chu engkim maya an ram chunga hian party pakhat chau in akai hoi tur ania party pakhat chau amanga chu communist party ni a political party dang hrim opposition party po an tur ani lo phala ni lo ti kha ani chuan an economic system zong po hi state in ramin akai hruai vek don ani mimalin ani emo Paul Hovin ani emo engma an mani economic system ram in kai huana economy a khan ma an lat don lova sarkarin ma an la vek don ani ti kha ani chu and now goes to another. After the Second World War, the East European countries also came under the control of the USSR. This group was called Second World, and or also socialist blocs. They form military alliances called Warsaw Pact. And in this pact, in the Warsaw Pact, the leader was USSR. The chuan Indo people hina atop nuwa khan East European countries kan ti then khat te khanin ateka tiang group pakhatan siama chumi ang group siama chu Second World antia mase veni now today we familiar it as socialist bloc and also socialist bloc ti khan alarzoka the chuan chumi te chuan chumi socialist bloc kan ti te chuanin they form military alliance sipai intel khom pol an siama tu chu amhinga chuan Warsaw Pact kan ti ne comment sa khanin enge invalojik na save ingai thaula ka sayang khan in fiamnan le khatiang khan lo mangsu o ka in comment sa kha ka enlet levek don ni o kala ya khan ka soi tong khan in thil engam wang chi kha in lo soi koi comment sa kha in hing ve khatin da chuanin atok reng thil danga engma comment angai lewa thil dang engma ti angai lo ti ka soi kha ka soi towa alut hunung ten in fellow ni theya YouTube channel kan kal chona hi in enlet le thei ka du wanga kalpui chou chou ka ni chu jong chu ni mai apa ka khan thil danga enga ma khanin teka tiang ke mala matangin zoom ani mo zoom ma chuanin zaina kan kal nak tu ka zowa in enlet thei to lo chu wang chuan YouTube kan kal chuanin nak tu ka poile enlet le thei du chuan i du hununa i hre thiam lo lai enlet thei chumi wang chuanin a that jok be se ngan an ti chin khani maya ka soya lut tai ho kha enroll ka khol hun tur hi ka soi don lawa ka du huna karon soyanga chat box a in ron je hun a hun chung a duration chunga in lo jek zom hun lo ni chuanin in mo phurna ni mai mi som level in oma tana som thum le pasari in etana mi som level na chat box a in ron khung hun chung tur hi chu minute ni thum ba ka ni lo minute ni thum chunga chat box a hianin message a hemi comment a hianin in hming ron thun lut lo ni chuanin har satna kha om ve hlek thei o chulai chu chuwang chun uluk tak khain lo ngai thadania kan kal leang o comment la khanin lu lo ngai to lo in hmingin ve khatin je chu tok na kena hming kalam huna ti kha kan soi fe ni chu te chuanin Warsaw Pact ti alara khovela kan so kan class application ka soi trau zela exam na te post work na what is Warsaw Pact ti ta kha kan hwet angai Warsaw Pact kan ti chu military alliance ani a sipai intel khom kan ti kha ni maya ta chuan a how to a leaders bera chu USSR ani a socialist blocs lamina an rom mana an siam an ni ti kha to zongin mizo chen kan soi la ni chu and here we are in the topics of the Soviet system. Soviet system topics akan oma dikhan kasoi meg zel khan imaya ve ina neta thalwa ti angkha kong tam taka oma suyang kha net athat le thatlo kha chu kan soi the kha om lova class kan kal hun tur kan soi veka adar za thing kan soya net thatna huna omve mai kha kan ti turani mai keni po ni le in class kan kala class kan kal thina jiti te po B training kan oma nangni chuni khata subject khat emo chu in kala dar minute somli vel in kala keni chu dar college an ve tan in dar lia ni leng zak chuna adar card chan ve che kan chola attendance a tlak kan lawa wangin net thatna note uana kan oma in fria ke ma bi ka begin tlanga te tlang chenga te school tlanga te rama te class kan kal ve mai chu wang chuan net athalawa chu tiang khatiang ti renga hi problem atling lo ka hil to pang chu net thatna hmula ina thalo ni chuan hun danga kal me ro net thatna minute somli la ka kham hun danga oma kha engma har satna omlo chu wang chuan chu live la chuanin nakina in lo soi thina ke ma popular private thina in net athalo ti kha chuan lama lo hmang to su chu wang chuan net thatna hmuna om mai ro amar chu aram pum hop te mo akho angte net chiat chang chu om chu kan hwek antenna heng lai kan note una zero abo hook te po kan hwia so ngai lo wa airtel om lo te po kan hwia so ngai lo khang ka chu ai hwe thiam vek theya khatin ni lova net that lo na hmuna class kal tum ta kha thil dik po ni lo chu wang chu net that na hmuna hang class kal lo tum do nia lekha zero levin asira khang kan so yivak zela huna u yom chin o chu wang chu nin ni kha soi tam to lo la thang now goes to in our topic the Soviet system and here also the Soviet Union became great power and also their economy was more developed but in the world after the Second World War but except USA at this time we know that two big countries were emerged. The first one is USA and the second is Soviet Union, as I mentioned many times. Here, the Soviet economy was also developed, but USA, except USA here in developed Nasazoka more than Soviet Union. Soviet Union positive like chuan na satakin in develop vanity kha kan hriat kha than. In this time the Soviet Union produced everything from pins to car. Soviet Union here ni hati lai hian na satakin in develop na sa pin kan ti hriau kan ti te le pin kan ti te chunga tang chuan car man to tak khengin heti hun lai hian siam chuak ani and also in the country they did not face unemployment problem na tho tur nei lo unemployment problem kan ti hi an ma chon ve lo ni tu po mai na an thok ve kan ni chu tiang tak chuan an rama kha in develop na sa ani but land and production was owned and controlled by the Soviet state tu ti la ya chuanin ram le thil thar chu hrim kha chu aram pum Soviet Union kanti Soviet state kanti aram sarkar tak khanin engkim maya kha a control vekani anjana for example a saita ila ke hian vok ka vulta vok som thum vel ka vulta vok som thum ka vul khan communist chuan heng Soviet Union na an practice communism chuan vok ka vula ka hral huna ka hral don ani pon sarkar ka hriat tiranga ka hlalanga ka hlalna man paisa zong sarkar ka peang te chuan chu ta tangin ka hlo tur om to kha sarkar min pelet leang bong hute bong ka lo vula bong hute ka lo sora ta chuan ka bong hute sor zong zong po sarkara ka thelu tang bong hute ka ei du ni chuan sarkar changin ka leyang te chuan ka na thoman ero sarkar in min pe ang chu communism an kal phungani o haka toiten kan soi however so it became very, very difficult and hard for the citizens of the communists. Te chuan tumia wang chuan Soviet Union na amit ang tan chuan it is very, very difficult. Ahar sem emang na pon tok na sa na sa tagin nan toka tharpon thar chuak tama maste sarkar kha athunai tu berkhania chu communism kha aboi thakan lai ni a amaro chu na tho tur nei lo ti vel kha on velu thungani and after then also here in the arm race chungchang an soile Thailand arm race sipai chungchang khani meita Soviet Union managed to match the US from time to time during that period. In the year 1979 invasions of Afghanistan. Here today also we know the story of Afghanistan, the news of Afghanistan today. Here not at this time only, but from 1979, Afghanistan faced many problems, many obstacles. So here in the year 1979, the Soviet Union also invaded Afghanistan, and the Soviet Union, when they invade the Afghanistan, they saw that they were weakened than the US. And also from that time, this led to the shortage in all economic in the fields of economics. Food imports were increased year to year, and they have no surplus product to produce in another country. So Soviet Union economy became stagnant in the late 1970s. Kumsang kadle zakwa somsri le pakua kha Soviet Union in Afghanistan kha azgru na azbeya chu hata hianin USA in tan sirangan ni awang khan andin hunchiang thikin lo langta USA chuan lo tluk lo nangial maya chumi awang chuan harsana tam tak economics a problem an machonta the problem ma chonta ga chuan thai thar te po khal so turan nei chu soilo ala lu lak lu kha import sam panga khanin na satakin thai thar le in turaka mundanga chen an la luta chumi ni wang chuan an economics din hunaka kumtel khanin atlan hiama kumtel tlan hiama te chuanin kumsanga zgo somsari nu lampanga phei ka chuanin an economy kha atla sel hle to ani ti kha han sele taila ti khang ka sai por dona uluk demin in ngai thanga and also here stagnant administration was also evolved in the late of 1970s. Kumsala zgo somsari chawa khan in real bon chungchang apo har satna antoka over 70 years of they ruled. Kum somsari chuang communism an lo practice to hi hati lai huna hian na satakin tlak shit na athengta chuti lai chuan one man here a popular a famous man Gorbachev here appeared. Gorbachev kan ti hi heti la hin ron chuak ta politician ro pui tak mai and at this time he promised that he tried to reform the Soviet economy and also to catch up with the Western countries and also to loosen the administrative system. Okay, here try to catch my point. Kasay ka hanman hantum taula hati hun la Russia na Soviet Union tlak siat lai hian Gorbachev kan ti aron langta tu chu politician pakhat miro puido mai khani anram hi economy an tlak niama kha reform le du na thinlung ka reform theyang ti tengai dan ron neita ten western countries kan ti ho khothlang ram sap ho kan ti UK USA kan ti khang ho kong khang ho ne na ateka tiang anmani ho anga khosaka democracy anga ramte oma zalen takami puitana ele bar zonna zona te le na thona zona te chanvo an nei ve thein turin ma ka lang ti ta karon tlang au puita tin an ramin kho khirna administration lian tak mai kha thang te po kha lose da vina kalpui theyang ti ta kha gorba khe ba hian ron tlang au puita ani heti hun lai hian tin chuti mek la ya chuanin also here in the points number 3 the rise of nationalism and also desire for the sovereignty with various republics including Russia, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania and also Ukraine, Georgia. Here also Georgia. Also here chuti lai chuan nationalism rilru ramhmanga na thinlunga kha mipuya arun piangna se mayam to ta chuan Soviet Union in kai huaina communist sarkar tanga tal chodun thinlunga ron pianga republic anga omdun thinlunga kha. Here India is also a republican state. We are also independent also democratic state. Republic kan ni India hi the chuanin democratic state kan ni bokani chutiang chuan republic state di do thinlunga taron pianga chung chuti la ya chuan Russia tak po khatianga ram in real bol du ina ron chuak ta Estonia kan ti te Latvia Lithuania kan ti te Ukraine kan ti te Georgia kan ti te chung ho te chu republic countries ni don thinlunga ron chuak ta ani te chuan chumi awang chuan Soviet Union kan ti kha tungo indo pui pan hiana USA le Soviet Union oma Soviet Union kha nasatakin ma so na mero chu aram chunga in ngelo na disintegration aron ke chedon ta chim aron ke chidna chan le aron ke chid dana kha kan seitani chu te chuan Soviet Union chu kan hriat angin alo ke cheta alo ke cheta ka chuan ram pani lian tak kha le aram dang lian te ka tiang Soviet Union chu tang khanin communist sarkar na dulova communist administration dulova kal hrang tam tak kha an lo piang ta ani chung chu kan la zira chaudon ani zena hian chapter khata hi zo pui chu katuma darit alari lo dawa darit lemani somvel chunin kan zo thei turanga yang consequences of disintegrations ke kan en liang consequences of this integration here you can see in the page number 23 consequences kan enanga here we can I'm going to explain three broad kinds of the consequences kongthum ka seidolani. First of all you can look it from your book masabara tanchuan or in like habun en thenga the end of Cold War Indo-Pui Cold War la negreng borok Indo na kan ti kha khami kha alo topta. As we know, two blocks US and Soviet Union had led to an end, and also the arms race of the two blocks was also ended, and as a result and the existence of possible new peace. Tu tiang chuanin hemi Soviet Union hi alo ke chia ta ka thil ron thleng lian tak tak atu chu Cold War topa chuanin Soviet bloc le US bloc kan ti lian tak kal ruak thin ta po lo top ta arm race kan ti ta po sipai en tan singa te lo top ta tin chu mai ba ka chuan mi puin zalen du na thinlung an lo neya chu ta tang chuan democracy a kharon piang chhota ni. And for the next point number 2, as we know that world politics was changed in this period. But the US, as you know, US became the sole superpowers, and also capitalist economy was now the dominant economic system in the world now till today. The chuan USA tang du pol le Soviet tang du pol ti khan imaya amaro chu world politics alo in thak thleng ta Soviet Union lo ke che ta ga chuan tu ti la chuan USA hi khowela ram thil ti theiber superpowers aron ni chhota the chuan capitalist economy kan ti khan china capitalist ka soi fi to khan in khowela na sataken capitalist du na thinlung ron piang ta chulai chu ngai zona thinlung ron ta the chuan system capitalist system at po khovelin na sataken ti khan helam pang Soviet Union atanga communist atanga ta chu kho po khan capitalism akha andu dana kha lo ni chove chantane. And the last point is here emergence of many newly independent countries. Khovela na satakin Soviet Union atang tele mun dang atang te poin independent countries sakha ram mani in real bol du zalian na kan tiang chi ram zalian kan tiang chi kha tam tak kharon piang chuak ve ta bok ani pakhat na china hang kalkan kan ne ka soi mai de wa kha gorba khepa chungcha kha chu chu toy te in kan soi le zor zoranga ina and you can turn back Gorbachev and disintegration. Delighted over here. You can turn to page number 19. Page number 19 like ha han let le zo ka han soi mai de ba kha Gorbachev fa chung chang ha kan lo hret chen lo ta kem kan sna ka soi zo to a Gorbachev al chung chang le Soviet Union lo in ngei lo tak na da na kha toy te ngan soi le don ani as I mentioned, in the year 1985, Gorbachev was also a general secretary of Communist Party. Hadi hunla hian Communist Party ya anji asan ya Gorbachev ai kumsanga jo somre la panga board chomi khani ta. He tried to reform the Soviet system, as I mentioned it earlier, and also he tried to initiate the policy of economic and political reform, and also he liked democratic lampang hoi tu nia economics lama mason tira do tu chung sang the pokan soi to kho and in the year 1999 people did not want the old style of Communist Party, and so here a famous leaders was also appeared. Boris Yeltsin emerged as a national hero after Gorbachev. Gorbachev huwa khan kumsang jo songko le pakhata khan Gorbachev ngai dan lo du Paul Boris Yeltsin kan ti kha aron piang chuak le ta anni hi an hero an ramta na hero poimo tak mai kharon ni chodon ani the chuan in chu chon na satakin politics ataron be vele ta so he won a popular election, and also their party's sake of as a central control. Here also powers was also shift to the Soviet powers was shift to the Republican new states. In the end of 1991 December, under the leaderships of Yeltsin, Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, and also 3 major Republican states were emerged. Soviet Union, they banned the Soviet Union, and also capitalism and democracy were adopted. Ti chuan kumsang ka zakwa samko le pakhata khan chumi Boris Yeltsin kai huan hu ya chuan to zongin soi to ta ila Soviet Union po kha alo ke de ateka tiang in ngei lo na lo piang ta wang khan alo ke cheta December sang ga zo samko le pakhata khan Soviet Union chu heti hian arama kha thene lo ne ta ani Russia kan ti te Ukraine kan ti te Belarus kan ti te le abak lian tak republic state kan tiang chi ta kha alo piang. But here at this time, as we know that till today, Russia kan ti kha win thing kan free anga enga tinga win ni thanga Russia he ram thil ti thele lian takani ti kha toy te in sai le taila why till today Russia is a big state and also a powerful country here because of Russia is a successor of the Soviet Union. Russia inherit the Soviet seat in also UN Security Council. UN Security Council kan tia po khan Russia hianin ventheng alen na em machu Soviet Union kan ti kha a power zong tele eteka tiang aramin real bol dan thengin communist ventheng an lani he Russia hianin achom nung zel ta ni UN wa po ani na din hun ma Soviet Union din hun kha ani hina ron lu ta zela chumi wang chuan ventheng mai po hianin ramro pui kan te zinga hian alatel ta tila khanin khami Gorbachev and the disintegration ti khan du tok le ta ila kan zir zon man lawang ti ka hlawa kan zir chaklo dewa sei to tam china wang hian e kala soile du kha tamwak lo oma ta chuan here you can turn to page number 24 shock therapy. Shock therapy And also here consequences of shock therapy, and for the last chapter, tension and conflicts. So me pathuma chu toite ten kan se le don ani what is shock therapy in the post-communist regime. It can be a question here, as you know that we know the communist country was collapsed, and also here when the communist was collapsed, the most of these countries by a painful process of transitions from an authoritarian socialist system to a democratic capitalist system. The models of transitions in Russia, Central Asia, and East Europe that was influenced by the World Bank and IMF that was came to be known as shock therapy. Shock therapy kan ti chu kha ka han chiara abu wa khan oma. Shock therapy kan ti kha apoy ma exam apo ka thina you must know what is shock therapy. Shock therapy khenge tin fiat kha angai nge ya. Shock therapy kan ti chu communism kan ti communist sarkar na hnuaya anin kai huaina zong zong atati chiat a khatianga alo collapse ta ka chuan alo ke chiat ta ka chuan thil thar lian deuh mai pakhat ron thleng ta model thar ron thleng ta Russia te Central Asia te le hela East Europe kan ti ate khan ron thleng ta chu World Bank kan ti le IMF kan ti na hnuaya khan thil thar economics a ma son zel thin turin bank loan kan ti te le kuna thok tu tan ham chana kan ting chi ka chi khang khang kha World Bank te le IMF te kan bo sei ta chu tak ma chu shock therapy kan ti khan ta ni khan toi te han soi fia ila thamin karinga and also above all for the conclusion of the shock therapy here it means that the shock therapy means that private ownership was to be dominant pattern of the ownerships of the property atiletani the chuanin private ownership kan ti ama chuan communist sarkar a chuan mimalin engma anma ni ta kha an nei lova sarkar ta ni fe kan engkim mai hi kan ti kha communist a chuan kha ka soi to a bong te po tam to ke nei pon sarkar ai bong te sor zong zong pe anga sarkar ne na bong te le le don ani amara chui tho ha mane ron pe don thung cha kan ti kha chu capitalism a chuan ni to lova kami model thara chuan shock therapy a chuan mi in an tho chuang zelin a tho chu a hrananga chumi a hral na mana chu amana hlom dong thung to ni chu taka chu shock therapy na aron tum zel bok khan ta and also collective farms were also to be replaced by private farmings and capitalism in agriculture ama chuan collective farms an tia a hovin nan thoka communist rama chuan an thok dola sarkar hnoya khang zong zong kha thiat in a om ta chuan capitalism kan ti ang chi khan farming ta kalpui ni ta capitalism a chuan a ho sa de point land raman nei zau point lo fan ruaya lo fa nena khan an thuang tok hlon pe a tam tak an thar a chuan a ho sa te pon ho sa ve reng bokani chu na hianin capitalism po hi soi don soi tur tam taka oma chan le that lo na USA na practice hi ma tang indo pui pani na zo tang khan capitalism ani a hosa ho chun hosa em ani ina tuna world khowela po hianin hosa billionaires kan ti Forbes na han than chung changa te po hianin khalampang western countries vek zela khan ni thin ta ni ti lai ta kha kan soi zaule ni sela thang a la hi kala soi vek du donim soi vek to lawila hun in min limit zel ka hlawa apoi mo lai kha kan soya sana kan en zuk zuka here consequences of shock therapy a consequences kan en leng angeng hong kha the shock therapy administered in 1990s did not lead the people into the promised utopia of mass consumption. Generally, it's brought ruin to the economies and disasters upon the people of the entire regions. In Russia, the large state-controlled industries complex almost collapsed as about 90% of its industries were put up for sale to private individuals and companies. And also here, the world know that this is called the largest garage sale in the human history. Though all the citizens were given to the voters to participate in the sales, most citizens sold their voters in the black market because they want money, they need money. Shock therapy na aron fin le pakhat chukum sala zo som ko chove la khan ti kha za asum ko kan ti industry Soviet Union communist sarkar la industry kan ti ho zong atakha mimal he na kha ngai ta ani mi mal hne na khalangai ta the chuan mi mal in lei chu hi khovel history a por hriat reng tlak kan han ti the largest garage sale in the history ti in khovel in a hre nge ani engkim in ni mo garage achu motor omna motor dana garage thleng mai tin in le lo industry factory kan ti zong zong kha dikhanin anli lam ta achang huai ta kha ni to mai ni tu tiang chuan ram in rel bol na economics din huna kha ain thak dor lo thelo ni ti kha alang thei ani ta chu ti lai chun mi mal tin hne na khalai system an thak do na khan vouchers kan ti ya coupon kan tiang deu chi le khan pe an mani na an share ve tu rakha shareholder ti la tu chu mi mal hne an peta mi mal khan kha paisa du wangin an mani vouchers ta po kha an va khal vele thei ta ni zel na mo kha shock therapy an aron finte kha ni boka the chuan shock therapy aron fin le chu the old system was abolished and the new systematic economic order was appeared thil economic system hui kha ti chita lo ni a thar kha aron piang ta ani here now goes to page number 26 tension and conflicts cold war awanga tension le conflicts kan ziranga chuan India le post communist countries toy ten kan soya kan du to kang tension and conflicts what tension and conflicts was appeared after the shock therapy emerged most of the former of the Soviet republics are prone to conflicts and many have had civil wars and insurgencies. We can know that conflict to chuanin Soviet Union thil ni phung le phung na sa taka in thak ta ka chuan republic state teron pian ta ka chuan conflicts kan ti in hial na engemo angchi in ngei lo na eng hian ho na khan na sa taka ron thenga insurgencies kan ti in ka haina khatiang kong khang chi te po kha nasa takin Soviet Union Soviet state khan aron thleng bogani ti chuan chumin aron phin chule chu in Russia two republics were emerged Chechnya and Dagestan appeared from Russia tang khan Chechnya kan ti te Dagestan kan ti te kha aron piang chuak ta tin chumi mai ba ga chuan movement fang akha mi puite aron thleng boga indona le tuol chung boina na sa takin a thlengani tin Central Asia thlengina ron hong veka Central Asia po khan Tajikistan kan ti te po na sa takin indona a thlenga civil war kan ti kha thlenga kumsom la ya kha anin dong he ani kumsang ni la pakhat thleng mai khan chanchin po soi tur tam ta ko ma kan soi vek lawanga and also there are also movement against the existing regimes in Ukraine Kazakhstan and Georgia Kazakhstan le Georgia kan ti te po de khan Ukraine boina thena wang khan ram thar te po kha arun piang chhota zel bokani and also in the eastern Europe we know that Czechoslovakia Republic also emerged and also from Czechoslovakia Czech republics and today you can see Slovakia in World Cup at the point bunga Slovakia kan tite and also you can see Czech republics that's two republican state where emerged from Czechoslovakia kan tite ron piang that's all where due to the collapse of Soviet Union allocate cheta wanga til theng vegani kha kan lo kheta ta khan cha and after in the year 1991 it broke apart with several provinces like Croatia to chuan in kumsanga ko som ko le pakhata phei chuan ram thara tam takaron piang ta several provinces like Croatia Slovenia Bosnia and so on khatiang khan na sataken ram thara ta poron piang ta ni okay for the last topics for the conclusion India and the post communist country India le post communist countries country kan malampang huna mi communist sarkar na zel tung chang kha toiten an vele ta ila as we know that India is till today our good friend is Russia. Country and to Russia ni when thing mai hian kan huanga from where did we take our military weapons and also many things we got it from Russia till today. When thing mai hian Russia changin till tam takalani and also India has maintained good relation. We know that we maintain good relations to Russia, and Russia and India share a vision of a multipolar world order. India la Russia hian in mat hir kan neya ve ina chuwang chuan khanglai ta han fe ta la thain ka fia khanglai kha the hian soile don taila more box dan more than 80 bilateral agreements have been signed between our country and Russia as a part of Indo-Russian Strategic Agreement of 2001 kumsang ni le pakhat khan enge agreement chu khang remna thuthlung kan ting chi hi sang hila pakhat thleng khan somriat chuang sign kan nei ne Indo-Russian Strategic Agreement kan tia India le Russia inkara hian te ka tiang in ram siam na ang chi te le thung tam taka hi India hian kan jia ka Russia nen hian tu tiang chu kan din mun ni India stand to benefit from its relationship with Russia on issue like Kashmir and also energy supplies we can see, and also sharing information on international terrorism, and also access to Central Asia, and also in balancing its relations with China. Russia stands to benefit from the relationship because India is the second largest arms market for Russia. And also Russia is important to India and has repeatedly come to the assistance of India during its oil crisis. India is seeking to increase its energy imports from Russia and republics of Kazakhstan. And Russia is also important for India's nuclear energy plans and assisted India's space industry by giving, for example, the cryogenic rocket that we launched when India needed it. We saw the support from Russia. Russia and India have collaborated on various scientific projects till today, from the Soviet Union till today. Mana Soviet Union tanga vain theng mai hian Russia la India hian asat again kan tang hova ata tiang kan thok hova kan friendship atha a tu tiang chu kan din hunani a Russia tan po tang kana kan ya khovela democracy country lian ber kan ni a in India la in Russia tangin Indo-ral thuam kan ting chi si lai te Indo long te thorna te khang kong khang kan mamo kha Russia tang kan le Russia poisan lo du ve boka tin oil kan ti tlang main kha angjong song kha Russian min supplier anin supply to ron duwa ke nin le tur kan du boka anin taka chuan USA ne na kan relation ai chuan Russia ne na kan relation na hi athu ka aril fe zo kan chu kan din hunani Russia la India chungchanga hian kan lo fiat ve tan ka han soi du tin har sadan le buena kan to chungchanga terrorism chungchanga te hel chungchanga te po Russia hian min than thuina India kha min than pui thin bokani tin space research kan ti van theng renga in ka kai chungchanga te kong khang khatianga kan han ti chi nuclear energy plant siam chungchanga India hian in nuclear power te po kan lo nei ta heng song song ate hi lelama chuan ke mani siam chu mani se Russian min puina chungchang te ni space chungchang van theng reng chungchang ate po Russian min puya van in ka kai rocket kan ti zong khang zong ate po khan kan mo huna Russia kha kan bula thina chuni wang chuan kan relation na hi when ni thleng mai hianin atha ani ti ta kha kan soi du ani. Okay, that's all for this time, and also we complete the chapter 2 here, the end of bipolarity, and after we will study the next book from next chapter from Indian politics tangian zirle huna chuan kan ziranga. I think we'll show the PDF I forward it in the school group akan PDF in karon da the questions and answers from the textbook question le answer ka tu textbook mi question le answer ba kha poi modang om chung lawa hagen lo copy le nga fethiam lo ni join lo zo doni chuan du le comment section akan fethiam lo nei soi du in om chuan in kalonga changang mun ni khat zona om chuan if any problem you can ask me. I will wait you comment a khan tuan in roll ka call don okay no one so du nei no mem any problem ka soi to kha engma inom lo chuan roll ka call dona ta chuan in tuna minute ni ka pedon chu kala cheer tuna khanin in ron tilang le tur ngala tuna tang hian minute nga in hing a kha in ron tai do ni da red lechan vel reload va red lechan ve minute thum va ka peng chu in hing kha lo tai bru le kha ka cheerang chuan la out lo ula oite to mor bong na ka senga tan du to do ni chat box a khan in hing lo chu ula lo thon chat sar ula minute ni vel che hun ka pedon chu Tong ring sui tong khan phek don ni I think you finish all in zo to den ka khelo lo le zo ma second ni thum second linga kam pela la kong chu ve khatin lo type chuan in om reng do na ami live chat hi om reng do na in en le du pon in en le ve thei don ka soi tong khan in lo chat le chung in hing lo da le chung in YouTube pa hi thave ka ngai na chon chu zir khami kan zir la kha in du chuan in la en let thenin nak tu ka point en let thei chu a thave ka khia kan han pichina har sana lien takin nei chuan min don message anga school group a han soi bum kha chuanin engeng motapom theya engam real problem le thalo zo ka in fiani point private pon du le min don khilanga sar zoom kha thazo lo mo in tin ni ponin non swing a that line soenga ke na that vel tur lai ka soe kha chu zoom po tha thawa YouTube a zoom chuma se kan kala azova an le the to lo wangin in tan khan alhul lovem ka ti wang khani na ti chuan kan zo do na nga in kim to in kar ringa la kim loin mem lo lut le tura kim to turanga yang okay all of you good night for this night then tan chuan in vain mang tha ka pe chuwa te chuan class kan kal le do na kan kal dan tur kha chu atharin kan soi le anga enge tha a thalo jok tur kha ka lo khai khinanga nang mani pon tha thalo jok kha du le session po kha min pe do ni ole in the vain mutui mang tha ule